Erin here with Erin Makes, and today we are going to be fixing up my mother jeans. So let's do it. The plight of many women, and also men actually, is that the jeans rub together right at their thighs. And what happens with all of my jeans is they tend to start ripping. Luckily, I have a sewing machine, so we're gonna use it, see if we can fix these, and then also I'll run a little experiment to see how well it works and let you guys know. So these are my mother jeans in their current state. You can see my skin through this, through my small hole, and that's on both sides too. And I got these jeans only 4 months ago, and I've worn them a bunch. So I would love to continue wearing them. I don't want to waste jeans. I don't want to have to buy a new pair. I really like these. These were pretty expensive though, so I don't want to have them go to waste. So with all that, in preparation for this video, I have looked up a couple different ways we can try to repair the jeans. So with that, let's roll out the sewing machine. This is my sewing machine. This is actually the case I have for the sewing machine, but this is the actual sewing machine. Let me give you a little tour of the sewing machine rolling case box. Top shelf, we have our sewing machine. We'll revisit her. And over here I have a bunch of different threads. This is for the underside of the sewing machine, the back side, and then this is for obviously the color or whatever color you want shown. Right now, I think in terms of jean color, if we look here, I'm trying to see what color would match best. This blue looks too dark. This blue, I think will match pretty well. This one also looks too dark, so this one will be best. I have some scissors. We have these little sewing clips that I use depending on the project. This is also a sewing and embroidery machine, so I have a lot of different needles. And then here is another pair of scissors. This is a tomato from my grandma's sewing kit as well. Now you may be wondering, Erin, this is just a container. Actually, it is also a table. So we can set it up like this. And then we can pull out our sewing machine. We have the Brother SE2000 sewing machine. It is also an embroidery machine, so it actually has a separate embroidery foot. But I got this machine last year, and I purposely picked this one for a different number of reasons, but the main one is that it's a great price for what it can do, and the size of embroidery it can also do, which I also enjoy embroidering. Not sponsored, just a good product. So with that, we're gonna plug her in and plug in the foot. It'll keep us in sewing mode as long as we have the sewing foot connected, and if we attach the embroidery foot, we have to turn the machine on and off. But for now, we're just gonna try to sew the jeans first, and then we can try something different. So luckily our machine has a bunch of different feet in here, but we're actually already set up pretty well with this one, as well as the needle. So the last thing to do is update our thread. First we'll pull out this other thread, then we're gonna take our thread, put it in, put on our little cap, and then we're gonna loop-de-loop and pull here. So once you pull it through this side, then you come down here, and it's a fun, different science. So you push it through here, pull it up through here, and then over here, cut it like that, pull. And then for the last step, I'm gonna push down on this toggle, and it'll thread it. And that is a great feature, my friends, because a lot of the time sewing machines don't come with that, and you have to thread the needle yourself every time, which tends to get, especially if the needle is breaking. And then the other thing I want to double check is our thread down here. I'm using black right now, and honestly I think it's totally fine. This area between the thighs is not very visible, so I'm not really concerned with the color of the thread for now. So now the moment of truth. We're gonna do these face up, and luckily this area is right near the belt, so we can just undo them up here, and we'll be able to lay them out pretty flat on our Brother machine. So we'll try this the first way. Actually, I think we just need to remove the foot, and we'll lift up the back here, kind of slide it under, get it into position. This part is always fun. It doesn't really have to look good outside, but the main thing to check is that you're not going to sew over two sides of the fabric. There we go. So that is fine. And there should be nothing underneath it as well. Essentially it's flat, and I can see the machine right below it. That's what really matters. Stitch wise, I think we want to do a zigzag stitch, so we'll go to the next page. And I think we want to do maybe this stitch. Put our foot down and let's try this out. This is going to be too small, but good start. I'll do a back stitch here. This button on the Brother does a back stitch. Usually do 1 or 2 there. This button is then removes the needle, pulls it up. Now we can pull up our string, see what we did. Okay, cool. So we did this smaller stitch throughout. I think we need to make it a lot wider. Oh, I also forgot to do the scissor button. Let's do the same thing, but at an angle now and try and bridge the gap here. And I need to fix my thread first. So, like I said before, we will, and then you can also actually lock your machine over here so you don't actually hurt yourself ever. Safety first. Pull the thread a bit, lock it down, pull it up. We are now threaded and ready to go. Back stitch, cut, and it pulls the needle up, and then we are free and we can check out what we did. Now I can also do a wider stitch, so why don't we try that? Put our foot down first, come over here, and we're going to select the same stitch we just did and edit it. And you can see here that now we can edit it. We want the width to be a lot wider, so that's about double the width, so let's see how that does. Okay, that feels like it went pretty well. We'll do some back stitch, back stitch. Back stitches just help lock it in. Then we will do our cut over here. We'll cut the thread and pull up the needle. And so now it's free. Okay, that's looking better. So I'm just gonna do a couple more of those then. Obviously, this is not a professional recommendation to do this exactly, but I am happy to do an experiment with my own jeans to see how this turns out and if they fray again in the same place. And again, when you use that scissor feature, it really easily pulls the thread up. Okay, it feels pretty good. I'm gonna do one extra on the side here just in case this is too close to where the edge of the loose fabric was. And I'll adjust the tension one more time, or the width. Last thing to do here, let's cut off some of these extra strings, some threads. My apologies. And I think that is looking great. And now we do the other side. So on this side, I do see quite a few little balls of fabric, and I would rather cut these off now than sew them in. And then obviously there'll be that extra thickness there in the jeans anyway, which might cause more rubbing. I don't know if this is best practice, but these little guys aren't really helping us anyway, so we're just gonna cut those off. All right, it was just those two. No, just a couple more. Some more right here. I'm sure at the same time that these are helping hold together some of the remaining thread, it is just gonna cause more friction than worth, and we're literally sewing them up right now. So we are now a lot less fabric and we're gonna go again. And I think we'll do, let's start with one kind of skinny stitch throughout and then we'll do the bigger one because I think that kind of helps us build up a little layer here. And again, I'm just making sure that the jeans are flat before I start doing this. We got a nice skinny stitch through the middle there. And then let me just fix this thread. Quite like our zigzag, so we're going to make it like that. I don't think making it wider it might actually make it worse. So we're gonna leave it like that, keep the tension as is, and go back a little bit, a little higher up. Let's see if we did it. I think we did a good job. We're gonna do a little runway fashion show and I'll let you know how this feels. But in terms of coverage, it's no longer a gaping hole, which I think will be awesome just to start with. So, moment of truth. I feel great. Let me walk for a second. I actually don't notice it at all. So hopefully it works. Again, I live in New York. I walk everywhere. I wear these jeans pretty much every day. This is my only current pair of blue jeans. And we are gonna see how well they hold up for the summer. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And hopefully this video will help you out with your jeans because I know this happens to quite a lot of people. So have a great rest of your day. We'll be back with more crafting videos very soon.